Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing this video, that means Cosmic Brushes just announced their beautiful, amazing Winter Wonderland palette. So if you guys want to see a look, maybe two looks, I haven't decided yet, some swatches, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I do post quite often, so highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And if you could do me one more favor and watch this video all the way to the end, it's a free way to support. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, I'm so pumped for the Winter Wonderland palette from Cosmic Brushes. If you are a purple and blue lover, this is going to be your dream palette from the brand. I just swatched this baby and oh my gosh, the level of options as far as blues and purples go here. You have everything you could possibly desire, and oh my gosh, it has some beautiful multi-chromes as well. The shade called Winter Solstice, absolutely stunning. You're going to see swatches and close-ups hopefully while I'm talking about it, but I love that they stuck to their same layout from their other palettes. I mean, we had the little Gothic palette last month and I love that one too, but this is heavenly. I love when palettes are all the same size. It just makes me happy. I don't know why, but I'm so excited to dive into this. So let's go ahead and create a look with this palette so I can let you know my thoughts on whether you should pick this up or skip it. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the shade called Clear Skies. It's like a dark navy blue, which is so ironic considering if you were seeing clear skies, it would probably be a different color. Although I guess in the nighttime would be different too. I don't know. Listen, I just needed to put this on the outer corner. So I'm using my favorite new, I'm just kidding, this isn't a new brush by any means. I just kind of discovered how I like to use it very recently, and I've been just cleaning it between looks and using it pretty much every day. But I wanted to use it for that really dark shade, and I want to create something with a lot of contrast, so I'm going to use the shade called Calm, kind of on the inner portion of the crease. Such a beautiful periwinkle shade. Okay, so I really like how the shade Calm went on in the crease. Now I'm going to use the shade Cold, I think, and just kind of help mesh those two together. It's like a mid-tone purpley color, so we're kind of going to keep that closer to the outer edge of the crease as well as the lid, and just do a little blending there. I'm going to go back in with Clear Skies, but I don't want to do that right away. I kind of want to put this shade down in the middle first, and I'm going to try and cover up most of my eyelid as well, just because I don't want any eyeshadow free zones. Okay, so I'm going to go back into the Unearthly brush and go back into Clear Skies and just add on a little bit more. I'm just pulling Clear Skies in onto the lower lash line a little bit as well, because I love having that continuation of the look. But super dramatic, super dark and pigmented on that shade Clear Skies, which I absolutely love. Now I think I have to put Winter Solstice on the lids because it just looks like the most beautiful multi-chrome shade. So I'm going to grab a nice big flat brush, pick it up on there, and I'm going to give it a nice little spray. And oh, frick, that is such a pretty color. Are you freaking kidding me? It just pairs so beautifully with the theme. It looks like a simple blue gold shade in the pan, but on the lid I see pink, like a vibrant orangey pink, and just so many stunning colors. So Beautiful, beautiful multi-chrome. Okay, so for eyeliner, I used two today. I used the Tarte Fake Awake in the inner portion just to brighten up the eye look, and then the Smashbox black eyeliner that they sent me because I wanted to create some depth, but I also didn't want to completely close off my eye. And now we're gonna work on the lower lash line quick. So for the lower lash line, I'm just gonna follow what I did on the crease on the lid because I like the continuation of things. I like for it to match. I know some people like to do a very colorful or like use different colors on the lower lash line because that way we can test out more shades, and I totally agree there's a time and a place, but for me I'm just really feeling kind of using the same shade. So I just took a little bit of Calm and ran it all over the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take this really pretty shade called Blanket, and I'm going to apply it kind of on the inner part where I put that white eyeliner. I'm going to just go over that with the shade Blanket, which is like a pastel purple, really help intensify it. And then for the inner corner, because I half the time forget to put on an inner corner, I'm going to go in with the shade Wonderland. So for the inner corner, I'm going to go in with the shade Wonderland, which is like an icy white shimmer. It doesn't really look like it has much of a base pigment, so I'm just going to pop that right on top here and kind of just blend it a little bit, but also really wanting it to be nice and impactful in the inner corner. And then for the outer corner, sticking to my favorite Camp Beauty brush, I'm going to go into Clear Skies and then just run it right here. I bought it in with the Unearthly brush, but I'm just running it over one last time just to make sure that it's nice and blended. So I'm really happy with how it's looking. The look is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some blush, highlighter, lipstick, all of the things, and I'll be right back to give you guys my first impression thoughts on this palette. Okay friends, so here is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think. Everything else on my face today I am wearing from my Shop My Stash. So if you want to see what I used, check out my October Shop My Stash video. But I really like how this one turned out. It's impactful, it's dramatic. So now let's go ahead and get into the second look. Okay, we're gonna do another look with the Cosmic Brushes palette. I'm thinking, is it called a reverse smoky eye? I have a vision in my head of like a seafoamy look that starts off dark and then blows out into like a minty tone. So say a little prayer. Let's go ahead and try it. I'm going to start off with the shade Showers. It's like a teal blue green. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner. I don't usually do this type of look, but if not now, then when, as they say. Let's try it and see. Ooh, that's such a pretty color. This is gonna feel really unnatural for me. I just know it. And then I'm gonna get a clean blending brush and I'm gonna go into the shade called Peaceful right here. And I'm gonna put that on the outer half of the crease. This is so wild. Okay, so with that shade Peaceful, I'm just applying it very kind of messily on the crease. And then I want to go in with this shade called Crisp, which is like a light minty shade. And I'm just going to run that kind of on the outer corner. And usually I'm like really into making that outer corner look very symmetrical, but I'm trying to just kind of give it like a diffused vibe. Okay, I'm gonna go back into Peaceful and I'm just gonna give it some definition on the crease there. And then I'm gonna go back into the shade called Showers. And I'm just gonna make sure that it's nice and deepen up on the inner corner here, which is the opposite of what I usually do. Okay, cool. So now we can play with shimmers. I want to use this shade called Reflection, kind of on the inner corner. And then on the outer corner, I want to play with probably like Frost. And then I wish I could go back in with Winter Solstice, but I used that in the other look I did. So we're going to try and do something a little different and play with some different shades. So I think we'll start off with the Reflection shade, then use the blue and maybe the white and see how it turns out. So I've never done this before, as I've said. So try not to judge me. So I'm going to grab Reflection first on this flat Sigma brush, give it a little spray, and we're going to pack that right there. On the inner corner, this palette does have a really pretty multi-chrome shade, but I'm not going to use the multi-chrome because I want it to be more of a like green look, not so much to turn it blue. So I'm just applying that on the lid. And then I'm going to go into the shade called Frost, which is the really pretty light blue kind of color. Try to pick up a bunch of it on my brush. And I'm just going to run that all the way on the middle of the lid. I think I might have to use my finger. There we go. I don't know why I wasn't picking up with my brush. My baby is in here, of course, as always, because it's nap time for my toddler. She's just hanging out with mom. While we film, right? Oh, this is so cool. I've never done a look like this before. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of Wonderland, which is the icy white shade. Give it a bit of a spray, and we're just going to pop that on the outer edge here. I don't really know if this is how you're supposed to do these looks, but, you know, I did my best. I guess I should have put some eyeshadow down on the edge. Maybe I'll still do that on this eye at least, just to save the look. I'm going to have to clean this brush up quick with a brush cleaner so that I can take out all the dark mattes I've been using. Okay, so I quickly cleaned my brush, and I'm going to go into Crisp, and I'm just going to lay down some of that light blue, because on this side you can tell there's no eyeshadow on the lid here, and then when I put that white shimmer down it just kind of shows through my skin. So just adding a bit of the lighter shadow on the outer parameters. Okay, I don't know. I did something. It sure is different. I think I might throw on a wing liner, and we need to do the lower lash line. So let's go ahead and work on the lower lash line quick, and then do the rest of my mascara and stuff off camera. Okay, so if you know, you know, I've been really into these Pacifica liners. They sent me these, and this minty shade, it's going to be perfect for the waterline. So I'm just going to use that right here. These are some of the most creamy eyeliners I've ever tried. Okay, I'm going to give my Gain Beauty brush a rest and use the Sigma pencil brush, and we're going to basically do what we did up top on the lower lash line. So I'm going to take the shade Crisp, run that right here all the way down. Then I'm going to take Peaceful, because actually it's hard to see Crisp, so let me do it on this side quick, and then I'm going to take Peaceful on the rest of the lower lash line on both eyeballs and just kind of blend. And I'm going to take a little bit of Showers, and I'm going to put that on the inner corner. And I'm going to take a little bit of Reflection and just run that on the inner corner and the lower lash line a little bit. Okay, so I think the look is done. I'm going to do the wing liner, mascara, everything off camera, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. Okay, friends, so here is the finished look. What do we think? I feel like this is perfect for a winter wonderland theme. It has a good icy vibe to it. So I could sit here and create looks with this palette forever, but I thought it would be fun to play with some of those teal shades. So hopefully this is a little bit different than just a blue look, but I had fun playing with this palette. So now let's go ahead and talk about my thoughts and first impressions, I guess second review, whatever you want to call this. Let's go ahead and get into that. Oh my gosh, I don't want to sound like a salesperson, but this is so pretty. I love this so much. If Cosmic Brushes had not sent me this palette, I would have been on that website ready to go. I don't have a launch date for this palette, but I will put as much information as I can in the description box as well as on the screen while I'm talking about it. I am an affiliate of the brand, which is how I ended up getting this palette in advance. And you can use my code KHMAKEUP to save on the Cosmic Brushes website at any time. So I'm so pumped. This palette is beautiful. It has a great range of shades, from really light blues to light purples to really deep, dark, impactful blues and purples. What I'm trying to say is that there's a great variation of shades in this palette, which makes it really easy to create looks because I don't have to dip into anything else. I love all the shimmers that they've included in here. Of course, I would love to put every single one on my eye, but that's not gonna happen. So I just want to say that from the swatches, everything performed beautifully. I really am impressed with this. Cannot wait to play with it even more. I can see myself doing some really beautiful like blue-green looks with this palette. And of course, you could do just a monochromatic, beautiful purple look, a blue look, a green, blue look. And of course, you can mix and match like I did today as well. So if you are a blue purple fan, this palette is the one for you. And if you love Cosmic Brushes, this is the same great quality that we know and love from the brand. And it's just perfect. Winter Wonderland. I like to think that I live in a winter wonderland, but I actually live in a winter hell. It's like super cold, tons of snow till like May. So I can safely say that winter is not my favorite season, but I'm not mad about all the cozy feels and all the snowy palettes that are launching in the next couple of weeks. So I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing me create this look. Thank you guys always for supporting my channel and watching my videos. I'm super appreciative. I will see you in another video very soon. Bye guys.